All right, lads. Welcome. Just give me a second. Have they fixed the point event? Yes or no? We're going to do some point event farming today. It's a bit of a weird one regarding the point event because they've changed the individual rewards drop rates. However, in total, it's the same. But we'll do some farming today. So the plan for today's stream might be on the shorter side because I don't think I'll spend too much time on this current GQ. But we are hoping to find some new members. We'll do some ranged no affiliation guild quests. And then we're just going to spend the rest of our tickets on the point event. You think it's better than before? It's essentially the same. Again, we spoke about it before. I might have to make a video on it. But like I said, it's the individual rates are different. So what essentially Killer did was lowered the drop rate for the 1 times Brave Soul tickets from like 6% to 3%. But they increased the 10 times sold summon ticket drop rate by like 0.1 to 0.5. So in the long run, it's the same. Because if you spend 1,000 tickets now versus 1,000 tickets last time, before the nerf, you're essentially getting the same. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Soul tickets, I'm pretty sure, are back to normal. Like, fully back to normal. It's just the summer ticket drop rate. It's the same, but it's different in how you get them. If that makes sense. But like I said, we'll do some point event farming today because I've been keeping track of my stuff. Because I want to get my own day, you know. What else do you want me to do? The jumps are good after 10 mil. I mean, yeah, if you include the what do you call it? The extra 400k points one. How do you recruit? Message me on Discord. AARONIERO. Most importantly. But just, you know, that's the main way actually. But again, we're strictly looking for like top 500 players, top 700 players for guild quests. Right, can I get an oak, please? Oh, no way. No way. That's actually pretty good. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. Let's go. We might get a tomb on it. That's the guarantee, right? I kind of forgot Aaroniero was in this. What's the team? Unfortunately, no Apache today, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so my Aaroniero is currently 3-5. We're getting there. He might unironically be in like the anniversary. Part 1 banner. 3-5, let's go. We're going to have like 10, not 10,000, that's exaggeration. We're going to have like 5,000 tickets during the anniversary dispense, so probably going to get those last 2 dupes there. Caleb Spy, yes sir. Now, these free modes have been good for me, I can't lie. Already got Duper Kain right there, Aaroniero. And then most importantly for me, because again, I tried to max transcend all past any characters, including remakes. And thus far, main headliners, all of them have been max transcended, but the remakes have been the awkward ones for me. This character, for some reason, I've just never been able to get officially, like on his main banner. Like whenever he comes back, it's just never been in a banner that I want to summon on. So it's just not been good for me. I don't know how I managed to get 4 copies in all honesty, but we're happy. And with the Brave Battle ticket for like 9,000, I could actually just pick him up and max and send him. So I'll likely be doing that after the 10th annie, after I use all my summon tickets. He's pretty much the last one besides Mugetsu. Mugetsu at the top. Mugetsu right now is currently 1-5. Technically 2-5 if I use the 100 million download ticket on him, which I likely will, but again, I'm waiting until after the anniversary just in case. If we count Full Hollow, he's technically next in line to eventually max transcend, but that'll be a while away. Unless I get super lucky with my tickets. No, yeah, no, that Oak I just don't. He is available in the exchange ticket. Again, I'm saving all my tickets right now till after Annie. That's the main plan. Righty. So, let's keep it simple. This is my team. Would I want to use it? Maybe. I think Kagarosa will carry here, to be honest. So the idea of us using Gremmy, apparently, is mainly for the team boost. The extra, like, 40% attack boost on that. Okay. Tosh, though, I need to go back to focus. Because we're using him at 1-5, unfortunately. Again, Tosho's returning tomorrow. I don't recommend summoning. We'll have a video going up later today. I don't recommend it. I feel like he's going to get replaced relatively soon. I think, actually, June mid-month is when he's getting replaced. Because I'm pretty sure we are due a range squad 0. It's done now. I mean, no affiliation might be a while before he gets replaced, but... I'm pretty sure range squad 0 is coming up for June mid-month. Which, depending on the characters, if it is an Addy countdown banner, we will be summoning. One second. Alright. So, focus. I have focus of 4 stam. That's sorted. But I gotta make sure my accessories are focused too. New Ichigo should be mined. Oh, the new one? That would have been funny to keep up the trend of him being a mined character. I wouldn't have complained. I don't think it's actually matters all too much though. Focus, and Spoils of Pressure. So let's just change one of those accessories. Again, there's the unfortunate thing that we have to do for characters that are 1-5 for Guild Quest content. If you're trying to get like the best score possible. I'm doing good, Charles. How you doing, lad? Let's reroll that. You got renewed Quincy to go in the 3 summons, 4-5. Not bad. I'm actually very fortunate to have him 5-5 relatively easy. We ended up getting like 2 of him back to back. I think I got him 3 times through last year's summons. So Malak and Ichigo has been great, but Okura just took too long. Alright. We might take up Masaki. But then again, if this team can clear it fast enough, we might find. So for those that want to know the builds, standard stuff here. Full stamina. Recharge. Going with these 3. No, wait. Do I want to use Killer? Do I want to use, I didn't get Apache, unfortunately. She's the one end of month character I haven't gotten this year. I just did happen to get like 17 steps. Do I want to rock this, or do I want to rock the Speedball? What are you saying? Because I'm not sure about that, actually. I don't usually rock this build, so I don't think so. Can you use Barrows or Shinji? Not really. If you have no other character, you can. But you want to use a ranged character. So, alternatives other than this, not many right now, to be fair. Then again, people are using Shinji, top 5. Any of these 4 characters will be your go-tos. Ichigo might be one of the better ones, because he can apply Weakening. Only for a few seconds, though. But he also does have Poise Break, so he has that going for him with the Tracking Vortex. But in that case, if you are using any of these characters other than Toshiro, there's more importance on the Nat characters you bring. So right now, Kagarosa, and especially Apache. Apache's like the main star for this week of Guild Quests, this phase of Guild Quests. If you have her, you're going to beat it relatively easy, right? Yeah, we can definitely approve these, this build here. Hold on. I mean, it worked last time. My goal for this stream probably is like 46 second, maybe a bit higher, if we possibly can. Okay, it's not the best. I'm hoping to get this better in the future, though. Let's see how it goes. Last time we did beat this, relatively easy. But again, now we have 4 extra waves, so I have no idea how it's going to go. No stats brick, unfortunately. But I know my go Kagarosa. Took him a while. Okay, we're just going to see if we can clear it. Might need to save my summon for later. If we know we need it for the fifth, like, the extra levels. Not bad. "30 seconds. Can we do 4 extra levels with this?" Yeah, Toshi. I mean, Toshi's fine. Out of all my Guild Quest teams, though, that I have. Damn, we're not getting the stars for it? There we go. It just sucks that Toshi's 1-5 for me. Like, I'm used to using teams that are like 4-5, 3-5. Maybe max transcended. So using a 1-5 character is like, ooh, you know? Unless they're super new. Oh, damn, we took damage. It was going well until then, though. Okay, we're going to the 4th wave. But us taking damage. Did start down. Let's restart that. I don't want to use my tickets just yet. We'll stay on this ticket for the time being. Are we retiring Misaki? Yeah, she's been retired. I mean, to be fair, you can use it alongside Oki if you want it, but nah, she's been retired. Fortunately. Is Tosh cooked? Nah, I mean, it depends. If you have Tosh duped out, you're fine. You're fine. And if you have Apache, you're even better. Right now, I have no Apache. Then again, to make sure we can clear the first 5 waves faster, we bought Grammy. You don't, if you know you can't beat the 4 extra levels, you shouldn't be bringing team support characters. Just stick to 2 Nad units, right? If we had Misaki there, we would have cleared the first 5 waves slower, but we would have cleared those 4 waves relatively easy. So we didn't need Kagero to lock in and not use the strong attacks. I guess I sold him here. Damn. Restart that. My LB's kind of broken. How many times have I said that? It always happens. This controller's fine, but like, I have the Xbox Elite. But their LB RB is just terrible. They always like choose when they want to work and when they don't want to work. So pressing LB sometimes for the EX skill messes up the run. Hopefully they get the new Hollow Ichigo from any tickets. Same. Okiura, Ichigo. If I can get them 5-5 somehow in like 5,000 tickets, I'm happy. I'm chilling. But I'll take 2-5. Same with whatever June mid-buff is going to be. Or any new characters that aren't part of the anniversary. Okay, good damage. We just need Kagero to block in like he did there. On the slower side there. Lost my SP boost. Maybe I should have been a bit slower there. The SA2 is still good though. We don't see this SA2 return too often. Because that's an SA3 that they made into an SA2. How am I struggling on this? How did I get hit? Is Tosh actually cooked? 5 Masaki better than 2-5 Kagarosa. If you need the what do you call it? The booster, then sure. Then sure.
Bleach.
You use SP accessories, by the way, Cap. If you're 2-5, if you're 1-5, you gotta go with like focus. It's a weird one, but that's how it works.
Kakugo
54 seconds to max to Tosh. I'm trying to be like you, blood. It's kind of the same with Giselle, to be fair. But compared to like 23 units, you do notice the lack of status increase, you know? Okay, pretty good there. I mean, this team got 46 last time. This is quite slow. Let's just go for the clear, though, first and foremost. Alright. We might have to switch to Misaki. That took way too long to get the freeze proc, you know. Well, damage is good, though. I think we have the 30% boost right now. From Granny. Right, SA3. We should beat this. It's close, though. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Again, we didn't have Misaki there. Misaki would have sped up the last 4 waves, you know? Extra levels. It's 2-5 SP accessories, yeah. We take, doesn't mean that's not yours, right? You're always going with SP unless you're 1-5 for guild quests. Then again, some people do actually do focus builds at 5-5, but that requires you having the 1,000 extra focus, and like, I'm not always about that. I want to change this to the speedball. It hasn't got its upgrade just yet, though. But at the same time, we did 46 last time with this team. We should be able to do it again. But I think I'm going to get lucky. We might be in like reset heavy right now. Let's keep trying. For Nad characters, 1k focus or I'll still do a 500 attack. I'm never like doing focus. I'm just not doing it. I like having good links too, you know. Okay, thus far that's good. Okay. Crap, I thought that was the final boss. Huh? I should have saved the SA3. 38. We'll take the 38, but we need to get at least like 45. Damn, how was I doing 46 last time? A rank, listen. Sometimes it happens, man. We had someone in our guild that just couldn't beat the final wave, and they went missing for the last like 5 hours. So it is what it is, unfortunately. That's why we're recruiting. That's why we're recruiting. So if you want to join the guilds, besides that one hiccup, we are consistent S League. We have leaks. We do giveaways. I'm gonna get extra orbs, you know. Okay, Kagaro's is locked in now. Hold on. He takes way too long, bro. $42. We're getting there. We're getting there. We just need to make sure we don't get hit. Okay, he's frozen. I'm going to save my attack for when he gets unfrozen, like now. As I tune to the next phase. It's hard to keep track when there's like so much like frozen pools, but we should be good on time. We froze again. Froze again, lovely. It's close down. These runs could like low-key get ruined. If I get a really good score, I gotta play it safe. Okay, 5 seconds. There we go. This is a 1-5 toss, yeah. You're scared for range Quincy? Ooh. Now that you mention it. Range Quincy is going to be kind of bad for me too, you know. I mean, at least I have a 2-5. A 2-5, what do you call him? Oak. Now, thanks to the photo print. But yeah, it's going to be tough. Damn. That may be one of the more difficult ones. Let me check my scores. Range Quincy, 33 seconds left. Yeah, I need to get that fixed. Right, 42. We're getting there. We're going to go for the 45. I do have Nemu, so to be fair, Nemu will be fine. Nemu will carry. Hopefully.
覚悟はいいの
But 2-5 Orc should be good enough, right? A bit awkward because I didn't take out the small mobs. If we kill fast enough, the EX still does damage on the next wave. But we really need to get that status broke in that first hit against the Fada boss. That was a good run, though. Let's try it again. Time to take out that number 1 guild in global? Nah. We've been number 1, though. We've been number 1. My Dragon, how you doing, G? Welcome. Why are you struggling without Apache, bro? I can't lie. It's alright. Best accessory for main? Right now, if you can 5-star plus it, you can just go with the standard killer sticker, fortification pill, and then T-set. But if you can 5-star plus your accessories, you have the Lieutenant's badge at 5-star plus, the killer sticker, and then you could go like the... it's not upgradable yet, but you can go like the range damage item and stuff. Do you have a chance of a 1-5 Mugetsu for midi hollow? Yeah, it depends. It depends again.
覚悟はいいの
When it comes to the first 5 waves, the SP carriage is important. Right now, Tosho's most important here. When it comes to the extra 4 levels, though, the Nat characters are important. So, Mugetsu can carry you to all 5 waves, but it really depends on your... It's going good, hold on. We kind of had a rough start, though. $41. Try again. But yeah, for Nat characters, they're more important for the 4 extra levels. Especially if the character you're using doesn't have attribute advantage against the final boss. What do you need to message me? Just send me your guild quest rankings on Discord. Just to save people time too. Again, we are looking for like top 500. So right now, if you just done your GQ, you should be around 200 to 100, preferably. While I'm using Gremmy, not Tendro. This is what I used last time to get 46, so it worked. Ooh. Tendro, please. I use my EX Ali. Damn, he took damage. Okay. Let's try again. Yeah, Tosh has the buff, right? I don't think it stacks with Tendro. So, prob not. I think I'm just strictly using Gremmy for the attack boost there. Can't wait to use Mugetsu for Hollow Week. He was good, though, to be fair. His increase... Then again, it's kind of been phased out for Weaken Plus. Or Statusman Plus. But if he applies the Weakening... you know, for that very short time, you can do a lot of damage. Okay, that's what we need. He already used the Vortex. No status broke, unfortunately. That slows us down just a tad bit, but that's fine. Oh, lovely. Okay. Kind of missed the attack there, 44. We're getting faster. Who should use for GQ? Kagero Misaki. Apache for normal attack damage. Tosho for spiritual pressure. If you have to, use Macy. Afani Ichigo. He's down there. What? Oh my god, I ruined the run. Ain't no way. This is the first for me. I've never had the experience. Like, I have to lock in the first 5 waves. Nah, the run's actually dead. That's outrageous. Where did he go? He went all the way down. This genuinely might be like the worst GQ for me. Then again, you know, Ulk is going to be terrible, you know, with the weakening. For, range Quincy. Nah, the run's actually over. Nah, that's outrageous. That's outrageous. To be fair, I don't need to reset for a good score. We're A-League right now. Are we going to do a Rank Elite or Zombie BL? So, in the middle of the month, we are getting ranged Swiper and ranged Aranka on like the 16th. So, this time next week. So, I thought, I've already beaten it, Johnson. So, like, I've already got the Essence Scrolls. We're just trying to do for a better score. I thought mid-month, this upcoming one would give us a ranged Swiper and ranged Aranka. But with Bambietta and Giselle rerunning, potentially next week, likely we're not getting one, but we might get like more normal attack damage support. Run's basically already dead. Let's try again. You hit Apache, you spamming too much? I can't relate, bro. I ain't got it, so. I don't feel envious whatsoever. I do. A bit. What does Nemu have, by the way? Does Nemu have styles on her? She doesn't, right? Christmas one? Yeah, oof. And ironically, and Retsu too. I have like the good Nat characters. She has a heal. At least the Heart Retsu, the Quincy Killer one, has a heal. There's some potential there. Maybe the play then is just to bring someone that can inflict style summons. Who's a Quincy Killer with, like an increased style summon chance with, like, paralysis or freeze? That isn't Christmas Retsu. Having the SA3 into a 2 is pretty good there, but likely I won't have the SA2 ready. Can I check the GQ rotation? I'm pretty sure it's June mid-month. I'm pretty sure it's June mid-month. So, let me just double check.
Bleach, Brave Souls.
Can we check them out? Do I have like an image? Maybe I can't check just yet. We can maybe like waste this ticket and check. Unless someone could do it for me. It does feel good though when you get the status book right away. Beautiful. Really good first 3 waves. Really good 4 waves. Damn, this might be a PB. Oi. Come on, Shroom attacks. I'm done. It's like, that's 45. And my personal best in this one's 46 with this team. If we don't mess up here, we're chilling. I am keeping my distance. I am not. I'm like playing so passive. I don't want to risk anything. Oh, we're kind of chilling now. Jinta, fortunately, is the final boss That's good for range. If it was Ginzru, that would have been annoying. I would take that. We'll take that. You might get 52. Surely you could just do clearances, right? Has anyone got any examples or a better team for a 1-5 Tosh? Without Apache? Because if so, I might reset more. But again, last time with this team, I got it a lot faster. But last time I got 46. We're at the PB. Good score for an A1 kill. Ain't no way. I swear I got 46 last time. That's a PB. Hey, we'll take it. That was actually pretty good. But hey, next time, listen, next time this rotation comes back, I'll be a different person. Because Tosh should hopefully be in part 2 the anniversary. And hopefully I can get duplicates of him then. But at the same time, hopefully this, we can just get a new leads. Which again, might be happening June mid-month. So, if we actually get an exciting banner for June mid-month, that'll be even better. Because, did we have it here? No, we already passed it. But April mid-month was a banner I wanted to summon on because it was giving us a new Sparta killer. It was giving us a new Squad 0 killer. It just so happened that, fortunately, it was also 2 pretty cool characters. So, going into... Again, right here, right, we have Range Swiper, Range Aranka. I assumed this might imply that mid-month is going to be that. And it could. But then Giselle and Bambiette are rerunning. So I assume this week is for them too. So we could get a Nat character for both of those phases. Maybe. But June mid-month, if we go by like this date here. 19 and 16. The banner jumps on the 19th, right? So it'll be 1920. We're getting a ranged stun rate killer. And potentially a melee squad 0. Which I don't really want a melee squad 0 killer. Because I think Ruki is honestly fine as is right now. We have we have Shunsui. Don't think we're in a rush for no more support in range squad 0. But if they can inflict weakening, maybe weakening plus, they might be good to go alongside Rukia. But yeah, range stun rate. No. Well, that's for stun rate killer. No affiliation killer. Might not be getting replaced anytime soon. So I might be stuck using Tosha for the foreseeable future. For melee for range no affiliation. But range stunner? Yeah, Tosha's getting replaced very quick. Very quick. Only 46 for melee, no? Yeah, apparently. I don't know why. I don't know how. But I have a 2-5 Owetsu now. We'll improve that. So I will be honest, I've been slacking a little bit. My mindset was like, alright, if we're like top 20, I got a decent score, I'll leave it as is. We're safe. We're going to stay in S League. That was my mindset. I'd only improve if we were about to demote potentially. But now, I do want to focus more on my personal rankings. So I do want to just get high scores for myself. Obviously for the guild too, but for myself too, right? I want to at least try and get like 45 remaining for all phases. So again, right now, the ones we definitely need to prove upon is range captain. We can do that now with Askin. Melee human. I think I can get a tad bit faster. And defo Quincy weeks need to be improved. Mainly the range Quincy, obviously, right? As bro sent me another one. Bro, I just realized that's Yonowichi too. Oh my god. Alright, Zelion is made a... Don't worry, I'll make a channel out of you. Bro, hard picture, by the way, with the Alan Yodo into Kaien, but... Damn. Alan Yodo got... Like that? He's got that? I didn't know he had all that, bro. That's crazy. It's crazy. Right, again, I'm not here to let people flex. But, if you do want to add me to potentially join the guilds, I'll show my score. Sorry, my ID. Again, you're better off adding me on Discord. or message me on Discord. I don't think you need to add me. About 18, 920, 95. That's my code. Top 5 on Johnny. I mean, if you're like 700s, 800, even 900, we can work with it, right? As long as you're like active and trying to improve your scores too. But like, yeah, if you're like top 500, we'll take you instantly. It's like, that's all I need to see. But again, if you send me your codes, if you send me your score on Discord, I'm gonna compare it to my score, what I have right now. Because you know, guild quest reset just happened, so you might be top 100, but that doesn't mean you're actually top 100. You know, it might be like 800s until everyone does their scores. So for anyone that did DM me last time about joining the guilds, I will get back to you. Hopefully that's enough time for people to add me. And hopefully not enough time for people to start flexing. One fight touch I'll show in a minute. Well, we got 2. Legend, shout out to you, but I don't think your score is high enough. Given the battle power. The go as a Shiro in top 5? You're better than me, bro. That's what I've been trying to do. I don't think I ever tried to get in top 5, but I respect it. Right, I forgot the name. O2. 243. So I assume that's you after doing the range no affiliation. I'm not sure where that is going to place. I think it's like top thousands. Maybe. Maybe not. Again, message me on Discord, right? My thing right now is that you're, unless you're holding it. You might be holding it, to be fair. Because this is an indicator of how much you play the game daily. Yeah, DM me. DM me on Discord. I was going to say, you missed login days because you're only level 300, but I assume you're keeping at level 300 for the looks. For the time being, which I get it, I get it. But yeah, if you want me to like follow up, if I say you look decent enough, and you want me to follow up, message me on Discord. Should I join a guild instead of trying to make a new one? Yeah, I personally don't recommend running a guild. It is a lot of work. In all honesty, it's a lot of work. Especially if you don't have like a platform. For us content creators, we can, even then, you know, trying to find good members is a bit of a struggle. But if you're just trying to like run a guild by yourself, it can be tough to recruit good members and like ones that are active, if that makes sense. So I would recommend just joining a guild. Right, 59. Battle power's looking a bit too long, so probably not, but we'll see. Johnny, if we restart Darkstar? Maybe. Well, I'm thinking about creating a new alt account for 10 families, so if I work that up, I might start a casual guild, because we had the Brianna and Honor, but I haven't done much with them. Right, what was the name? 59. Still working towards it. You got some clays, though, not too bad. With that said, though, we're pretty much done the GQ, so I will put my codes. 18, 920. I've been playing BBS so much that I know my ID now. We'll pin that. How's Rivals going? It's going alright. I haven't played much ranked, but I hop on every now and then. I'm trying to eventually, I want to load all tanks. So that's the plan right now. I'm working on Emma. Because the thing and what's the name? Groot is done. Right, so for those that want to know my trackings right now, a little follow-up on the point event real quick. For those that were wondering. Let me find it. So essentially, what you want to look at here is this image, and this image, right? We're still collecting data, for the record. But this right here, let's just focus on the times 12, 8 times 8, or max bonus with the Coins Bonanza Pass. With the runs that we did, we had a 40% soul ticket return rate and around an 8%. Let's just round it up. 8% summon ticket drop rate. With the 1 times and the 10 times accumulated. So if you were to spend 1,000 tickets, likely that's what your drops are going to be. When it got nerfed, this is what it looked like. Keep in mind, we didn't do the most amount of runs because it was nerfed. I don't think anyone wanted to spend a lot of tickets, but it was clear the soul ticket drop rate went down by like 10%. The summon ticket drop rate also went down a tad bit. That one wasn't that noticeable. To be fair, it still was, but it was the soul ticket drop rate that was like, damn. You know, you're definitely noticing it. Now, this is what it looks like. So 39% compared to the 40%, it's basically the same, right? 8.48, 8.62, 7.4. They did more runs, I believe. So that's why this one's a tad bit higher. Maybe we just got a tad bit luckier. But you will see that it's basically the same, right? The thing is, though, if we look here, and if we, I think it's this one. If you look at the individual drop rate, that's when it's a tad bit different. Because in this case, the previous drops were like 0.58 and 0.02 for the 10 times tickets. Now it's 0.3 and 0.5. So, from the looks of it, they lowered the 1 times ticket summon ticket drop rate, but raised the 10 times ticket drop rate. So, it's not gone back to normal. But, in a way, it still balances out. Because after like 1,000 tickets spent, hypothetically, you're getting the same drops. So it's a weird one. It's like, they're back to normal, but the way you get those tickets is entirely different, if that makes sense. But, we have been collected. I've been really lucky, by the way. I've done 750 tickets thus far. And I've gotten quite a decent amount of soul tickets in return. Surprisingly, haven't gotten many 10 times soul ticket drop rates. Maybe that's just RNG, right? Everyone's different. But I've been pretty lucky with the summon tickets. Like, I've already gotten the 10 times drop rate 5 times. In my 500 runs last time, when we got the update beforehand, a year ago, I only got 6 10 times drops. So, personally, I'm definitely noticing the increased rate for the 10 times summon tickets. Because I've almost gotten it more times in 75 runs than I did in 500. So, with that said, let's do some appointment farming. Right, run it. I'm trying to get Giselle, Bambiella, and the other Giselle in my top 5. You wanted to quit the game after running your old girl for almost 2 years? It's a lot, bro. It's kind of a hassle. I can't lie. Favorite tank? My name's GroupMate on Discord, on Rivals, so my favorite tank is Groot. I like Thing though. I'm liking Ember as well. Asmund goes your brother or relative? I feel like that's an insult. Neither is the answer, though. 2-5 Tosh, Tendra 1-5, Apache 1-5. Put on Keto Tosh. I don't think you want to use Tendra. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't stack. Because if you go here, you can see all the best supports. And there's no Tendra, so I assume it's not stacked in here. Again, the way stuff worked in Brave Sword, it's awkward a bit. Where is the damage buff here? It's the Shinigami, right? Soul Reapers, so I don't think it stacks. You're a Magic main? I hear it. Bro, I wanted to main Magic when I first played the Bayon. I was arsed. I didn't know how to play him. So I just went back to group. Or I went to group. Right, this is kind of the awkward part for myself, because I got to keep track of all the rewards here. So what are we getting here? I don't think I need to keep track of the silver tickets, but we might as well. Got 10 silver tickets there. A dead run. But at least we got the Brave Soul ticket for reaching past 10 mil. So that's not too bad. Captain America. He's alright. He's quite annoying. I hate Venom. Venom's like, yeah, he gets that extra HP or shield. It's so annoying. It feels like he's invincible when it should just be more like HP. But as a group mate, I'm sorry, if you play Wolverine, I hate you. I absolutely despise playing Wolverine or playing against him, especially as Groot, right? Luckily, I don't mind playing the Thing. So if there is a Wolverine, like, absolutely destroy me, I'll just switch to the Thing, if anything, but not that outrageous. Plus, nowadays, right? My name's Groot main. My banner is the Christmas Groot. And then my title is Top 100 Groot for the event that we just had. So, like, it's so bait I'm playing Groot. Even if I hide my name. But I want to flex it. So people just ban Groot. They're already banning Groot as is. Because he's like super toxic to play against. And he's just really good. So it makes sense why people want to ban him. But like when they see me in the lobby, it's like, it's even like more reasons to ban him. Right, see it. I'm feeling pretty lucky with the 10 times tickets. 6 soul tickets right there. Couple of silver tickets. Alright. We'll take those 6 soul tickets back. Not too bad. What rank are you? I mean, right now I'm probably gold. I haven't played ranked yet. Right. I don't normally like eating on stream, but my brother just bought me some chicken strips, so I've got it. I'm done. It rewards you for at low HP? That makes sense. I don't think anyone bans Wolverine anymore. Maybe they do. I know I personally did a lot. You know, if I'm a point event, I'm not gonna lie. I know we're just auto-in, but it is actually fun. Especially now, with this map. We have the Quincy stage. It just looks cool up. You look like Asmund Gold. I do not look like Asmund Gold. Get out of here. They're from Greg's. Right, that's it. What a bad run. You got spotted in the copper farming yet? I hear it. Even me, bro. I can't believe I got the 999. Better than Yama's crazy. Listen, I'm telling you. Yama's going to make the biggest comeback for Tenfani. That's not a league. I'm actually really hoping for a Tenfani Yama. Maybe not part 1. But I do want a Blanca Yama. Because I'm tired of all the people that say, nah, we got too many Yamas. No, we don't. We need one more. Rise of 5 chicken strip box. That's crazy. Number 24. You got Izuru? I find it crazy, by the way. Since the Blood War version back in like 2020, he's gotten 1 character. That's so mad. I know it's Izuru, but like, I don't know. Like, I know you the Bleach and Keisuke fans keep bringing up their character because they haven't gotten one in a while, which you know, they're more popular, so it's a bit like more outrageous. But he's gotten 1 character in 4 years, and it was this character, like the worst character of the year, in a way. He just like he was just nothing. He was the nothing character. Berserker 40 Frenzy 1. 30% droplets is all he had as a link. That was basically it. Such a weird character. In a way, I'm kind of glad we're past that point where mid-month characters are that useless. Nowadays, mid-month can actually be pretty good. But in a way, you can look at that as a bad thing, kind of. Alright, there we go. When it rains, it's pouring. Right. Let me fill these out. We got 10 silver. Again, I'm writing all these down. 9 tickets. That was almost a free run. But yeah, am I the only one? Again, I'm getting pretty good drop rates already for the 3 times soul tickets, but my 10 times soul ticket drop rate has been quite low compared to last time. Maybe they also increased that. I actually didn't check that. I probably could. Let me check. 1.1, 0.05. It seems to be the same. 1.9, 0.08. That a bit lower, if anything? I don't know. I mean, I'm still getting more tickets. I'm on track to actually get more soul tickets this time around compared to last time. But I'm not getting a lot of 10 times soul tickets. Right, EXP as well? That is a bit too much. Let's move it up. I see it. I see summon tickets. Six soul tickets there. Not too bad. So my goal right now is to get 5k for Annie. So in the chat, let me know what your summon plan is for anniversary regarding summon tickets. Last year, I had 3.5k. This year, I want to get 10k for anniversary because it's 10th Annie, but not on my main. I'd have to spend too much orbs and it's not worth it. No tickets, just vibes. Real. Which quest you farm? I farm the Giselle one right now because she has attribute and killer. Usually that's how it goes. I'll just go for one that's easier for me. But it's always 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5, 6, right? 4, 5, 6 gives more, so farm that one. 2k orbs? Nice, very easy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Jay just said it earlier. The co-op event did spoil me. Like, even though I only got the 99 tickets once, I also didn't spend orbs on the co-op event besides like 10 or 20. But I would have been more inclined to spend orbs on that banner or on that event over this. Because, like, 10,000 soul tickets. Sorry, 1,000 soul tickets is 2,000 orbs if you're spending orbs. Around that. It's a bit less. If you have max bonus. But you're looking at 2,000 orbs. For 1,000 soul tickets. Summon tickets. I keep messing them up. So yeah, I did not want to go back to point event. But at least the point event's consistent. You could spend those 2,000 orbs on the cop event and get nothing. I just want to get my play count up on these characters. Right, 10 silver. 10 more silver. We also got a free soul ticket. A brave soul ticket too. So how many tickets do I have right now? Let me double check. If Captain Ruki is good, she's gotten better with a resurrection, but she's not anything super crazy. But you can make a use of her in Senkamon. I believe Molly Prim used her in Guild Quest to clear the first extra 2 waves, I'm pretty sure. But not the extra 4. I don't think that's possible. Unless you have really good Nat characters. Yeah, we're on 3k right now. So 2k more to go. Bro's on 3k tickets. Yo, Shia, bro. Man jumped up like 2k from that event. How greedy. Real quick, let me claim my achievements. Because I do have, I think, 25 daily. How did GQ go? Well, I hit a PB. But it's definitely one of my weaker scores. Because I only got like 45 seconds remaining. With no Apache, it's not as good. With my Tosh only 1.5, it's not as good. But I'm looking to improve that in the future. Hopefully the Trez Bestia banner doesn't take too long to become fillers at this point. Because I will not be pulling for them again. Although it wouldn't be too bad depending on the fillers. We'll see. Because my Mila Rose is what, 2.5? My Sunsun is 3.5. It's actually really good. I only did like 17 steps. When's 10th anniversary? July 23rd. June 23rd. We will be getting a trailer. There's a chance we get it announced earlier. Like last year, they did it on the 20th. But yeah. July 23rd is the anniversary date. They did it 3 days earlier last year for the anniversary and the teaser trailer, but it felt weird. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's the 10th annie. They best start it on the anniversary day, you know? Let's not push it forward. Even if it makes no difference. Month and a half to go, yeah. There's a chance, again, we have to wait and see. We'll get confirmation like early July, early June, when we're getting our next stream, if we are. I feel like they already confirmed it. They did say it. They might not stick to it, but we'll see. But right now, the assumption is June mid-month is going to be the next time we get a stream. So they could show the trailer there, but maybe not. Maybe they don't want to take away from the actual new characters they want to highlight. But they did it for Mugetsu, right? Mugetsu dropped, and then on the same day, we got the trailer for the new characters for Anya. So we'll see. 6 Annie Rose, him and Arp should happen at the end of the year. They could do it during the actual anniversary. That was the trend at one point, but then, you know, 3rd and 5th got done at the end of the year. I think 2nd and 3rd were done during the anniversary. So it's like 50-50 whether they get done or not. It's either anniversary or end of year. And I'm thinking right now, probably end of year. Personally. Alright. So again, for anyone that's wants to know what I'm doing in the meantime. So every time you get a drop, I press this button here. Again, shout out to the... I think Molly Prim set it up, but whoever made it, right at start, Molly Prim. It lets us, like, up the count just by pressing the button. It's actually really good for, considering, we're counting all the individual rewards, right? If we just wanted to know, like, the total rewards, I could just leave a macro overnight. And just wake up in the morning and just check the rewards in my gift box. But we don't get the individual rates at that point, you know? Alright, next one. Well, the score I got 45. Which went quite well. I think we could have got close to 47 if Kagarosa locked in, but he didn't. At least not in the end. He locked in near the start, though. Kata, I do think they will, yeah. June mid-month should be another date. Well, let me finish this. So, for macro, we use this. We can show how it works. Let me actually get the rewards quick. I think Spite set this one up. They're in his server. If you want to get the fouls. But you can make it so the macro buys orbs. Or soul tickets, sorry. I haven't used it in a while because I haven't macro point event in such a long time. And I guess I should preface macroing technically is against TOS, but they've not banned anyone for it, so. And in all honesty, we shouldn't need the macro. We should just have an auto replay feature at this point in time. Right, so. What this does, by the way, it looks for images. So if I press play, while I quickly eat, my hands are here. How that works. They might ban people in Arena for that, but hopefully they do. Macroing in Arena ruins it. Like, no one's getting her here by macroing in point events, right? But in Arena, you're just throwing the game. Do you pay for it technically? There's videos out there. I mean, I can link it. Let me see. Aspire made a video, right? Oh, Spy made a video. Okay, there you go. Spy's video. So that's the video how it works. Or how to do it. And yeah, if you're in Spite's server, you can just download the files and then it just does it for you. Either way, I'm not using it right now anyway. We're doing individual runs. But if you want to macro on PC, that's how it's done. I heard you can macro on console. I've never fact-checked that though. But I heard you could. Somehow, some way. Accessory ticket, we'll take him. We actually don't. I don't care about accessory tickets. So, we take those bracelets though. Can I wish BS a sweep option? It was. I think I screenshot it. Let me see if I can find it. We found it on the last stream. So this was like years ago. Are you going to implement anything that lets us skip or do a speed up autoplay for quests? And then they responded, we do not have any plans to do so because this is an action game and we would like people to keep enjoying the action part of it. However, I believe that this is a concern because of the amount of times you need to run a quest. So we would like to work on improving the balance of how many items you need and how much it drops per quest. So I think this is more so in regards to, what do you call it? Link shop farming? But that was the reason why they don't have it. And I kind of get it, but at this point, for at least for point event farming, let's just, you know, you have to like do so much. I don't see why auto replay can't be a thing. You know, that way you're still watching the run, you're still seeing the action part of the game. And yeah, because my point of view is like, if you need to macro, there's improvements that can be made. Unless you're doing it in arena, that's just cheating. Like you're kind of just hurting your team by doing that. Freeloading, more so, trying to get points. But anywhere else, like I used to macro summon tickets. You know, before we can only do 10 summon tickets at a time. I would macro using summon tickets because like it just took too long. Even now, to be fair, trying to go through 1,000s or 10,000s when I have like 100 at a time, I'll still do it manually again. I don't macro anymore, but you know, I used to before. Man, this is just a straight accessory drop rate. A 100 tickets in one go would be good. Yeah, 1 times IT. Man, dark times. Dark times. That was terrible. I remember I woke up early. I think I was streaming that day. We were all excited. And then boom, we got hit by the 1 times. Terrible. A 1,000 BBS tickets, I think it's 10,000. It's 1,000 soul tickets. Yeah. I don't know how that works. Because in the car quest, if you got the 999, no. Am I messing up here? I'm having an absolute brain fart. How much summon tickets you get in 1,000 soul tickets? Is it 200 or 1,000? It's 1 or 2. I'm kind of forgetting. $100, yeah. Alright. Lost my chicken. Yeah, so for 1,000 summon tickets, you need 10,000 soul tickets. That's why, when it came to the co-op event, right? It was worth farming, because if you did get that 900 soul ticket drop, you made 10,000 soul ticket profit. Like, I got the 999 in my first 100 tickets, which is insane luck. But the next runs that I did do over the next 2 weeks didn't give me the 999 once again, which is fine. But I did get the 99 once or twice. But I made like, I don't know how much tickets I spent on it, but I made a lot of profit by farming that crop event compared to what I would have spent on the thing. So unless you spent 10,000 soul tickets on that co-op event and didn't get the 999, if that happened to you, then it wasn't worth it. Then it wasn't worth it. Hopefully that didn't happen to anyone. Maybe they did, I don't know. I won't keep track of my soul tickets. Maybe I spent close to like 4,000, 3,000. Yeah, JJ, it did feel like that. I hit it 8 times. I got the jumbo haul 8 times. And I didn't spend orbs. And this was coming off of a nerf point event, so I didn't have that much soul tickets in my gift box. In the past, I farmed more. A lot more. And I maybe only got it once. Maybe twice if I was super lucky. Never with the summon tickets, though. So, for me, it was, it felt like it was higher. And if it's 100 million download celebration quest, maybe that was the reason why. But hey, 10 Fanny, it might be back. It should be back. That's like the pattern. So we'll see. You got the 199? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's like what? A couple thousand soul tickets, right? So, yeah, Tony might be the killer spy when it comes to that, bro. I need to see that 10 times ticket drop. Right now, that's the jumbo haul for the point event. And I was telling him to use the tickets. I was like, bro, do step 11. Use your summon tickets. Trust, you're going to get full Hollow Ichigo. And he actually did. So, that was funny. Reminisce Road. Damn, I didn't do it. How many days did I miss? Maybe 2. Again, Reminisce Road, I'm disappointed in the event. Because I actually like it. Like, it's a quest you don't one-shot. You actually work together as a team. There's no bonus units. Technically there is, but you don't need them. Because the bonus rewards are terrible. So it really is just, you go in, use your best character. And you spend a few minutes in the quest. I like the idea of it. But it's once a day. It's one rainbow like secret elixir potion, whatever you call it. So, like, even if it was just one quest, I wouldn't mind farming that weekly. I wouldn't mind farming that weekly. Or daily. Sorry. Not just farming it in general. If that was our way of farming those potions, I'd do it. I'd do like an 8-hour stream if we could. But, you know, it's once a day. Just don't make me broke. I mean, you got him now, so you're chilling. You're chilling. Co-op returns, yeah. It returns like every 3 months. They come up with some reason to make it come back. So it will come back as the 10th Annie. And that time when it does come back, it should be a tech con. I think that's the pattern. Every time it comes back during that Annie, there's a new character. So it'll be a technique con. Pretty decent run. Also, by the way, going back to this thumbnail I made, right? What did I call it? Obviously it was a joke thumbnail when the point event got buffed. You know, people jokingly called it out for clickbait, right? The thing is, though, this unironically is possible. I mean, you're not going to get 1 summon ticket in each slot, but that's what, 15 summon tickets? I've gotten 20 from a run before. It's super lucky. You have to get the 10 times drop twice in a run. It's happened to me before. So in a way, like, even though it's, you know, a joke thumbnail, it's also technically possible. Just not looking like this, but you could actually get more than this. You can get 20 in a run. I don't think I've seen anyone get 30. But I've had some crazy runs. Well, I got 2 10 times summon tickets, and then 10 times soul tickets, and then like 3 other summon tickets. I think it was crazy. The character damage multipliers one shot everything. Do they? I haven't been using them because they're bad characters. I mean, I was using Machine Yoruichi last time it was here, and it was not good. I just auto with Grimmy right now. He's been my reliable character. Yeah, Tony, I don't know when that Tosh replacement's coming in. We're definitely going to get him replaced for Rain Squad 0. Or Stanra, whatever it is. I think it's Stanra. For June mid-month, but range no affiliation. He might be there for a bit. We take the 2. I mean, imagine that was 2 10s. And 3 summon tickets. Not a bad run. Next run will mark my 90th run. Yeah, the Nad characters. Yeah, that makes sense. I probably should. Nah, I'm fine using Gremmy. Gremmy is like guaranteed auto. We need a guaranteed 10 times soul tickets or summon tickets. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they do that. 1-5 out Tosh. I mean, it depends on your team. Because I have a 1-5 Tosh and that was fine. But I also had a Kagarosa. Kagarosa's the GOAT. As a Shiro, the GOAT. But Kagarosa also the GOAT. He's actually been holding it down. The range no affiliation Nad units, Masaki included, have been holding it down for years. Because we only now just got Apache. It could be swimsuit. It'll be next month. And end of month should be 1,000 UED, right? So I'm not sure who's going to be part of it. If they have swimsuit Bambis in there, that'll be crazy. They could. No guarantee, but they could. In the photo print round 4. In that case, I mean, I'll just have to get Bambier, right? Man, Lane, how you doing, bro? Right. 90th run. 10 soul tickets. How greedy. 6 soul tickets back. 9, damn. Kind of gonna go broke with that one. There we go. And he is 2 months away. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm chilling down. I'm on 3 kills right now. I might have to buy some orbs. I'm willing to buy some orbs. But I have like, what, 2 months to save. 2.5 months to save. That on my account, that should be hopefully like 6,000 plus orbs. I should hopefully be on 10k. But, you know, June's banners could be a bit crazy. You don't want any of the swimsuit Bambis? Fair enough. I mean, if they're new, you know. Because the alternative is going to be old characters that aren't in round 4. I will say that I'll show off this run. Unfortunately, on the monthly collector's pass ticket where you pick 3 characters and get one of those free, I finally, after like almost close to a year now, I think I used a lot of tickets trying to get the Rukia. I finally got Spirit Sighted Rukia. So my photo print round 3 ticket the other day, yesterday maybe, it went straight to Spirit Sighted Rukia, and she's now action sended. Maybe that is skippable. From the looks of it, this upcoming mid-month, I have no idea what it's going to bring, because the Guild Quest schedule implied that we're going to get a Rain Soripa, Rain Aranka. I'm fine for those weeks. But then Giselle and Bambietta are returning, so that phase could just be for them. So mid-month, I'm not too sure. End of month could be, you know, they can always give us some good stuff for end of month. I very well might do 5 steps, maybe 10 if it's really good. But it looks like we're potentially getting a ranged Holo Killer from the Guild Quest schedule. I don't need that. I have Gremmy. Even if the character has Frenzy 3 and insane damage output, Gremmy's there. You know? And normally for me, again, if it is Blood War, like we've been seeing with fillers, it's okay to skip banners. Like, generally, they'll come back in like 8 months, 7 months. In some cases, the character might get replaced, but it just makes future banners better. So I'm more focused on 10th Annie Part 1 and 2, you know? So wherever May is, I'm skipping. I'll get them later on. And I don't normally skip banners, to be fair, but we'll see. We'll see. So I show my characters. Little flex on the Annie. Come on. Can we do it 10 years in a row? I mean, I didn't max transcend them all the time. 8th Annie and 5th Annie took a whole year. 7th Annie took a year too. But 9th Annie I did straight away. 6th Annie I did straight away. 5th Annie took a year. 4th, 3rd, they took too long, but... 10th Annie. I'm gonna have to use move sources on them, because knowing... Again, I said it last stream. An example, right? Toshiro, Sajin, and Soifon are about to become fillers next year. Sorry, during that 10th Annie, right? Hopefully, part 2, they should be fillers. I'm more likely to 5-5 them than I am to 5-5 Kenpachi and Gremmy. If you don't do it when they come out and also the next year's Annie banner. Because let's say, where are they? I can't find them. Oh, they're at the top right. If this makes sense, let's say you did 25 steps when they first came out, Kenpachi and Gremmy. Maybe you only got them twice, right? You got them twice, it's just good enough. Next year, you do another 25 steps for 10th Annie, but maybe you only got one Kenpachi, one Gremmy. At that point, you're 2 dupes away. It's not likely you're going to get them unless you're actively using summon tickets. Because like when they come back in banners, it's like a Brave Fest and it's just not worth pulling on. But after anniversary, Sergeant Toshiro and Soifon, they're going to return quite often. Not often, but they're going to come back. More often than not. Like, look at Ishin. Bro's 5-5. Because he's the filler now. He's going to get put as a filler so much. Like, he already is. He's come back like 3 times this year. So, in a way, for anniversary characters... Because personally, I save my summon tickets till the next year. I'm more inclined to use move sources on anniversary part 1 characters than anniversary part 2. Because eventually they'll become fillers a lot sooner. And they'll be more common in the future, technically. Because I'm always summoning on Blood War banners, if that makes sense. With that said, let me do characters. Yes, sir. Going from top to bottom. Bottom to top. All of them. Max Transcended. Gotta show some respect for the second duet antagonist. The main character. Second main character. Thus far, that's good. Unfortunately, these characters, again, they're seasonal, right? Like, when am I ever going to get seasonal units? I don't pull on banners that have seasonal characters. Every banner I pull on now is 1000 Year Blood War, so I don't know when I'm next going to get these characters duped out. Like, generally, no idea when. I'll eventually get her 5-5. She'll be... Probably, I'll get her from a summon ticket. I'm more likely, eventually, to get this character max transcended than I am to get the other 2 Rukias. Because she'll become a filler one day. And I'll get her, you know? This character, yeah, I'm never... Unless a character pack returns, I'm not max transcended now. Same with, what's her name? The other movie character, Rukia. Some character packs return. It depends. It's mainly when we don't get a second batch, but lately we have been getting second batch. I think at the end of the month they would do like a rerun. My hope is when they decide to resurrect the other movie characters, they rerun them. I don't know why they don't. Let me just double check. I think on the Brave Souls website, on the store, are they infinite? Yeah, there's no purchase limit on the store, so when the new movie Rukia gets resurrected, it's a while off to be fair, and they might not even follow the pattern. When they add a character pack, I'm buying it 5 times. I wanna max transcender. That's like the one. The prices are basically the exact same, but that's like the one decent thing this store does over like the actual Brave Soul store in game. Is like you can buy multiple character packs. So like if you're a massive fan of a certain character, Yeah, and you only have to buy him 3 times. Assuming you don't have the character, you have to buy him 3 times. Or twice, and then you can take him into the special move trial quest. I would love for him to return characters. Because, like, Lige, right? The X-axis. He's 4-5. I'm 1 dupe away from him. And at this point, we're not even getting him as filler anymore. I want to 5-5 him. But I can't. He's stuck at 4-5 because I already took him into the quest. But if they rerun his character pack, I'd buy it. Just to 5-5 him. So I'll do it for the movie characters. Because I'll buy the rookies. Just for collection's sake. And hey, if we get a 10th founding rookie, best believe we summon him. Pretty good so to get return. Yeah, it's weird, Tony. I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, bro. Jay, that is true. Let me pull it up. We are... How can I, like... Can I pull up one? We'll do look at the album. Honestly, if we do get to the point, which we are, where we got those really, like, a lot of those 2 character banners, they best always give us 2 batches in a month. Like, if we get 1 resurrection batch in 1 month in the future and it's 2 characters, we are cooked. On resurrection. Well, 150 orbs? Nah. Yeah, the arena unit needs to get dragged in. 100%. It'll be awkward if they do a 1 character resurrection batch, you know? But they did that in the past. Like, they grouped characters together, I'm pretty sure. When second Annie Ichigo got resurrected, he got put with 3 other characters. And I think third Oak too. Free soul tickets. 9 soul tickets. What's up by themselves? Honestly, I didn't even dislike arena characters all that much. They got a lot of hate. Because, yeah, it was a 1 character banner with, like, bad format. That's when they were experimenting with, like, the 3% unfeatured pull rate, which was terrible. But arena characters were good valued premium characters, which I liked, personally. And the thing is, right, in a weird way, we didn't... All the arena... Let me quickly go to it. All the arena characters were mids. Like, for arena content. Like, none of them were, like, proper meta. So the first one was... It was around here, right? It was around here. The first one was Grimjaw. He was good. What all that. Byakuya looked super toxic at the start, but then, you know, the lacerate chance to, you know, he has the, every 5 seconds, he has a 12% chance to lacerate, which would stop you from using your strong attacks. But, like, that was only to the host. And then you have Ichigo and Aizen, the best characters in the game at the time. They were also, like, the best arena characters, too. Kenny was okay. He would one-shot if you got close, but likely you weren't going to let him get close to you. Oak was okay. Bruno was really good. Bruno was toxic. Jackie was technically an arena character, but like not in a banner. Yami is still toxic because that 200% last ditch. Tsukishima was great, good. Overall strong character. Moe was okay. Nelia was okay. Momo was okay. Like there was like, they were all just okay. Like just. They could have maybe went a bit overboard with it, to be fair. It's kind of good they didn't. Kisuke was okay. He was just the worst art book releasing almost a year later. And I think Kisuke was the last one, right? And they were like, yeah, no, let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. And then they just put arena skills into, like, Enderman characters. With the Barrow... Sorry about that. She did the Barrow, yeah. But, like, you know? They were still just iffy. But, yeah, so... excluding Burn the Witch, when did we start getting to this 2-character stuff? It was Don Kanoji, right? Yeah. So eventually there will be a time where we get to this point where we had a lot of 2-character banners. Unfortunately, a lot of 2-character banners. So there was a 2 there, Nanao, Yuji Soifon, Don Kanoji, and also Uryu. I remember too, at the time, when we got those 2 banners back to back, it's like, oh no. Are we getting 2-character banners now? But then at the same time, it was like, maybe, because the idea, the only time we got 2-character banners in the past, besides like, you know, special banners, the thought process was maybe, because these are technically 2 characters in one, it counts as 2 characters, because it's Yoruichi and Soifon. So in a way, it's still technically a 3-character banner. There's just 2 characters to pull for. It was the same with Don Kanoji. It was Don Kanoji and Picaro. So technically, again, we were coping. It was 3 characters. And then 2 weeks after that, we had the Shuren and Thing banners. Like, yeah, no, it's 2 characters. We're cooked. We're cooked. And then we had a 2-character swimsuit banner. We're cooked. Because the trend for a bit was that the arena character would take away from a mid-month or end-of-month. So sometimes end-of-month was 2 characters. Sometimes it was 3. Sometimes mid-month was 2 characters. Sometimes it was 3. It was kind of random. I will say, though, personally, I think they've taken the best route. Like, because keep in mind, BBS getting 5 characters a month is a lot. A lot of games slow down on character releases. They've been relatively consistent, despite mid-month not having the best visuals and artwork. Like, look at this. This banner's outrageous, right? Some banners get when it loads in, get less treatment, right? That's fine. No one cares about the Shumichiko. But this year, the pattern's been mid-month is 2 characters, end-of-month is 3 characters. I'm fine with that. Personally, I'm fine with that. If it means more quality can be spent on end-of-month units, good. If it means more time can be spent elsewhere, good. And it's still us getting our usual amount of characters, essentially. And then the benefit to mid-month, besides Ichigo and Okyo, unfortunately, mid-month is 10 steps, guaranteed one of them. So if you have a favorite character, there's a better chance to get the character you want. Like, let's say, for example, you pulled on Stark and Haribel. You only care about Haribel. Well, now you have a 50% chance to get on step 10, compared to it being a 3-character banner and having a 33% chance. If that makes sense. So yeah, I don't dislike the route they've taken this year. 2-character mid-month, 3-character end-of-month. If they keep to that, I bet that's fine. Yeah, as long as that's how it's always been. Even when we were getting 2 characters back in the day, right? Back in 2021, 2020. As long as end of month is 3 characters, I'm fine. Because they're the ones I pull on. Mid-month, unless it's a character I really like, well, at that point, I'm probably only summoning for 1 character anyway. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 for mid-month. End of month, though, let's keep that as a 3. Maybe Caleb can get a bit greedy. Let's get 4 characters every now and then, you know? For end of month. Maybe 5. Why not? Don't do a mid-month. Give us 5 characters for end of month. Probably not. Is it possible to get the Human Killer Soifon in packs? Not reliably. Not reliably. There's some tickets that might give you her, but 1,000 Jibata Hiyori? That could happen, though. It depends on what she does in Core 4. Because, we're bound to get 1,000 Jibata Momo. You know, Caleb, seething. Desperate to reach another Momo somehow. For some reason. But she does do an attack against Gerard. So that right there's a character. Probably another Shinji too. An entire... Yeah, that would be hard. A full Bambi banner? That'd be sick. Yeah, if they wanted to skip a mid-month and give us a 5 Vol standing Bambi banner. That's the easiest 25 steps. Right, how many runs? We have 7 more if I want to stop at 100. Because right now I've done 94 runs. Not on stream, though. We've yet to get a 10 times soul ticket or summon ticket drop yet, though. In before. Plenty of 10 times silver tickets, though. keep it going. You want to split the Bambis? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't. I mean, to be fair, when they split the Bambis, we still have to get Little Toe. It's like, when's that happening? We're about to get core 3 characters. And Little Toe doesn't have a canon character yet. And we did the Volstanics, but again, it's probably for the best. Core 3, there's a lot of exciting characters. But Core 3 has to last us until like 11th Annie before we can start getting Core 4. So they have to space some characters out. So like near the end of the year, start of next year, we'll be getting a mixture of Core 3. Every now and then a Core 2 character. They can combine the two. Give us a Core 3 and Core 2 character in one banner. And we can also still get Core 1. I forgot who we're missing from Core 1. I think most are done besides like the 3 Quincy's that Kenpachi destroyed. Some premium characters? Yeah. I mean, mid-month is basically premium right now, right? But I'll never say no to a hype end of month that's premium. If it warrants it, you know. Like Dangai Ichigo Monster Aizen, for example. Which is low-key why I don't like that February mid-month, by the way. With Yumachika. Like, that should not have been a seasonal. That is terrible. That was such a bad banner. I appreciated it because it was different. Not in a good way entirely, but, you know. It brought us Rin. For, like, the 5 Rin fans, you know. But even for, like, as I'm saying, yeah, if they want to keep doing filler arcs in mid-month, as long as they're premium, I'm fine. Like, that banner should have been premium. I'm glad it works for you, Patrick. It's really good. It's really good. I've been using it for years. I didn't know Spot made a video on it. It wasn't like some hidden thing we were keeping secret, but... I personally never made a video on it, personally. Because you need a password and email. No, you need like a password and account username to get in. I didn't know where that came from. I know now it's kind of just a public one that everyone uses. It's like a hacked account or something. Yeah, I think it's the one everyone uses, right? But I didn't know where it came from, so I didn't want to share that, you know. I thought it was like someone knew that gave it to us, but no, apparently not. Crap, I always up at the Photoshop. Nah, Steffi, it wasn't premium. That was like the worst part. They had the premium background, but they're seasonal. It's a normal seasonal though, so they will eventually get put into like free summons. Right, free soul tickets. Not a bad run. Regat arc, best arc? I've not watched it, but maybe. It did look good in the... I like the opening. Right, how many soul tickets do we have here? 73. We'll probably use all these 70, and then we're done. And then we're done. I don't think BBS will last a few more years, because when gacha games start changing everything, that's when the game's losing money and stuff. But what are they changing though? In regards to BBS, like what's changed? In terms of new banners? Because Caleb have always been like experimenting, right? Like we had that phase, like we spoke about earlier, with in 2020 when we were getting a lot of 2-character banners. I always said, to be fair, that the 2-character banners, especially for Safwi, they were stalling until Blood War could happen. Because if we were getting 3-character Safwi banners for end of month, The collab would have been done like 7 months earlier. And we would have had nothing until Blood War. So that's why I think they started doing 2 character banners. Nothing's changed, also improving? I'd say so. Nothing's changed for the worse. An asterisk on that. Because we did have the point event change. And that was bad. That was... It's back to normal though, right? Is there going to be a 5-party outfit trees? Yeah, there'll be 10. Potentially 10. PvP chain for the worst? In what way? Are we talking about meta? Because, yeah, we're kind of in a bad spot for Brave Battles, but that's like, that happened when Yugrim came out, happened when Yama came out. That happened when Orihime first came out. It's like, it's a constant loop, you know? The free, nah, you know what? I'm not even going to try and sound like a kid. I'm still here, lads, but the refresh limit is not bad. Now, I understand. I have a good Brave Battle team. But at the same time, if you look at it like this, right? Why invest in a good team? Why summon for new units if you can just refresh and find the weak teams? It's like, at that point, you're not even like playing the mode, right? That's definitely the mindset too with why Caleb did that. It's just, and even for me, I did it too. I have a good Brave Battle team. I didn't always have a good Brave Battle team. You know, depends on how lucky I get. But even I refreshed a lot to find a weak team. And I found myself personally, I found I'm spending more time refreshing the list than playing the game mode itself, playing against the teams. So, for me now in Brave Battles, right, I go in, I spend my fight tickets, I go out. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I think some people stress too much about losing. It's okay to lose in Brave Battles. That's just basically how it is. That's how I see it. Because, you know, I was there, right? When the Brave Battle update changed, I was like, yo, this is bad. They need to go back. And I really thought they would listen to the community. But nothing happened. And I'm like, you know what? After playing it for like a week or two, personally, I found it easier to keep my rank. I would have to sweat in Lieutenant's League. Because everyone's just fighting the 4-star characters. Everyone's just fighting the weak teams. There was no reason to work on your team. Summon new characters. In a way, you can make the claim it's more pay to win. But you know what PvP game isn't? Or game mode isn't? In my opinion, Mila Rose is more toxic in the update, right? Mila Rose is like... It's kind of a problem. But we'll have to see how... that pans out with like the next couple Brave Battle characters. But like I'm kind of okay with it, over it more so. Like it's just been like that since there's always a meta. There's always a new character that comes out and dominates, and if you don't have them, it's unfair. You know, Baragon was OP with his dodge rate and the weakening. So did Shirayuki with the freeze. Toshiro with the super fast strong attacks that would one-shot you. We finally got a 10 ticket. There was always just toxic Brave Battle mares, you know? My name, Bleach. We ain't playing no Soul Resonance, blood. We ain't playing no Soul Resonance. Not yet, at least. You sick of seeing and using Renji? My bad. I'm gassy right now. Yeah. Yeah, I will be honest though. The Macy meta was like the best, like maybe the best time to play Brave Battles. Maybe second best time. For those that don't know, invincibility basically killed spiritual pressure units in Brave Battles because you couldn't do damage to them, right? But eventually, after a certain point, for some reason, characters started to have ignore invincibility, but they didn't have invincibility themselves. So that eventually turned into like a rock, paper, scissors meta, where if they're using an invincible team, you bring characters that don't have invincibility. If they're using non-invincible characters to counter that invincible team, you bring Scorch Pressure units. So yeah, I would say that was probably the best time to play Brave Hours. And who knows? Let's see how it goes out. We might have to we might get that resurgence again, you know, because that was like in between a meta. The invincibility meta was dying out, and then that's when they started to like have a chance to shine. Maybe when this persistent meta starts to go away, we might have like a comeback of Scorch Brush units. Maybe. I still want to see an SP Brave Bow unit. I think they can make it work. Give him persistence. Ignore persistence. Ignore invincibility. But give him a slow, strong attack free. So it's you can kind of counter it with a faster, strong attack free. Oh no. Ignore characters. Well, the next Brave Hour character is going to be Technique, right? And have a boost. And probably block speed characters boost and buffs. Because that's still like... Well, kind of like... That's like the mid... How do you say it? Like, the meta right now is Poise Break, right? And Poise Breaker. No. I'm saying it wrong. Ignore Persistence. And Persistence Break, whatever. Dominate could be the thing. Dominate. We could see Dominate come back into Brave Hours. That'll be interesting. I'll be down for that. So yeah, the persistence right now is like the main meta. We're getting persistence breaker to counter it, but at the same time we have like that block debuff and buff stuff going on right now too. And there's no character that can block Arskin. So Arskin right now is still like super relevant because you need it on your team for the boost. Hope they keep kicking with Soul Resonance. Hopefully, I can quickly pull it up. Let me show for those that don't know or haven't seen it. They made some changes, which do look quite good, by the way. So one of the things you're going to see here is the animations themselves just look a bit better. So that's the one example they did give us. Left is old, right is new. This is just a picture, but there is like an actual video out there. It looks better. There's more of like a static pose too that just looks cooler. They changed Ichigo's artwork, which I think looks pretty cool. Can we get like before and after? I don't think they did before and after. They changed the stamp system. This was like the Resident Evil styled inventory system. It's still kind of there because there's like the 2 squares and then there's the 4 square. But this looks so much better. This looks so much better. And hopefully better too. Hopefully they get rid of that crappy synchro item. Because in this game when it comes out, you have to pull 3 items. You have to pull the character, you have to get their weapon stamp, and you have to get their synchro. That's terrible. What game requires you to pull 3 different things to make a character good? Or like at the best? They need to get rid of that 3rd item. Just make the weapon stamp, which is this right one here. The 4-piece-er, 6-star, and then the character. There's more graphic change updates. They basically turned on RTX. It's like, it just looks better. The animation themselves were relatively decent. They just needed to make the atmosphere look better, essentially. And that's what they've done. So that looks good. Did they not? They showed an Uryu. Let me, How about the other one? So this is like the new login screen. Which looks pretty cool. They showed new character artwork. That's... Kenpachi was in the pre-alpha. But when the closed beta test happens, he wasn't available. But they seem to potentially have reworked him. New art looks really good. And we also have an SSR early. That's a new character. Let's still. BBS hasn't done him in like 8 years, so pretty excited for that. And then, yeah, you can see the artwork adjustments here. They always just look better. Do they zoom in? I like they're keeping the live 2D. But it's more consistent in the 1000 Bloodwater style. This is the weapon stamp, I think. They've just changed the look of it. And I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, some pretty good changes coming for Soul Resonance. Hopefully, they mentioned global one time. We're still waiting for that. Right, this is my 100th run. $10 silver tickets. Another 10. We take the bracelets. And the accessories. So, let me pull this up real quick. So, in 1,000 soul tickets, I got 130 times 3 plus 40. In 1,000 soul tickets, I got 440 back. So that's kind of in line with the 40% return rate. That's basically a 44% return rate in soul tickets. So at least from my personal runs, soul ticket drop rate looks to be back to normal. And then in 1,000 soul tickets, we got 93 summon tickets, which, keep in mind, is actually like super high, because this doesn't count the soul ticket you get. I keep saying soul ticket, summon ticket that you get every 400,000. I'm not counting those. We're just strictly counting the lottery rewards here. So again, on average, 1,000 summon tickets, 1,000 soul tickets is 100 summon tickets. We got 93 without including the 400k one that you get every like 2 runs. So I got really lucky. Again, compared to last time, I got 6 10 times drops in close to 500 runs, but already got 500 here. Sorry, 50 here. 5 10 times drops. So, yeah. Me personally, is looking good. It's looking good. Let's keep it going, though. How many tickets do we have left? You don't think the game's going to live as long as BBS? We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Because I know the game is only going to focus on canon stuff. That's what they told me when they were making it. Maybe somewhere down the line they will give seasonal stuff. Or not seasonal, but like filler stuff. I don't know if they're ever going to do original stuff. I think BBS definitely was smart with how they extended the game's lifespan. Guessing 1000-year Blood War, obviously before the anime, kept it going for like an extra 2 years. And then when 1000-year Blood War ended, we then started to get more original stuff. That kept us going until the anime came back, essentially, for like another two years, right? Then we had all the novel stuff in between as well, on top of the original stuff. And then now we just have a bunch of 1000-year Blood War, right? So yeah, I'm not sure if Soul Resonance could last 10 years. But then again, they're not going to rush through it like Brave Souls did. Remember, we were speaking about earlier, right? Brave Souls releases 5 to 6 characters a month. That's a lot. Consistently, too. That game is going to be like 1 to 2 characters a month. You know, they're going to go down the Genshin route, like one every... Maybe 2 characters every 3 months. I'm not sure what the release schedule is going to be, but their slow release schedule could allow their game to last long. The GQ run went well. I got a PB, but it went like an amazing score. It was 45 seconds. But I only have a 1-5 Tosh and no Apache, so I'm quite happy with the run. Especially because, I mean, right now I'm in A-League, so my run don't matter. But yeah. Do you think Brace will last 10 more years? But I don't know if I want it to, you know. That's 20 years in a game? Nah, surely not. I don't know when they'll stop, but probably after they do everything, you know. Like the final season is gonna come out at the end of near the start of next year, hopefully. That can keep us going to like 12th, 13th anniversary. And at that point, if we've gotten everything, maybe call it quits then. You know? 15-year max, probably. I don't know if I want to be playing the same game for 20 years, you know? That's a long time. I don't think any gacha game should last that long. Some might. Bro, we running streams in retirement home. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I'm not trying to play this. In fact, I'm not trying to play this game daily, like in 7 years' time, you know? 8 years' time. As long as it ends on a good note, I think that's the most important part. Dokkan, bro? I don't even know. I think at a certain point, you just, like, call it quits. Like, that. I think, like, games like Genshin could last longer because they're newer. They're built on a new system, kind of. These games like Dokkan, Treasure Cruise, Brave Souls, they're ancient. No, not ancient, but they're 10 years old. There's only so much you can do with the game before it just gets super stale where everything is the same. Even like Dokkan's been improving. Treasure Cruise, I hope, is improving. I don't actually play it. Brave Souls have been improving. At a certain point, it's like, yo, the game's going on too long. I'm not too invested in League of Legends. I play it. But when I'm playing League of Legends, it's like, yo, can we get a new game at this point? Like, this, it's so outdated. The client is terrible. Yeah, if anything, the next best route for like Dokkan, Treasure Cruise, and Brave Souls would be to do a Brave Souls 2. A Dokkan 2, if anything. New engine. Not tied behind the past stuff in a way, I don't know. We got free summon tickets there. If that makes sense. Do I stink because I play League? Nah, that's a misconception, bro. I don't play League that much. I ain't played in a while. But sometimes the games be sweaty. Sometimes the games be sweaty. If anything, though, for whenever a gacha game does shut down, just hope that we get an offline version. That's like the best way to end it. Get every character we possibly can. And then, you know, make an offline version. That way, if you have the game, you can always come back to it, play with your favorite characters. Not every game gets an offline version. But the thing with KLab 2 is that they need BBS to keep running, or like their company's in trouble. I think I said before, KLab are more likely to close down as a company before BBS closes down. You still up on the Blazing offline? I wish you could still download it, because I've lost my account on Blazing. You know what I'm saying? They technically did it for Love Live, by the way, which KLab owned. It didn't go well. But they didn't handle the second game. It was another company. And the one being gonna hurt Shueisha? Probably not, you know. I mean, it will, definitely. But they'll just make spin-offs, bro. Like, look at Boruto. I'm pretty sure Kishimoto didn't want to do that. And Shueisha basically encouraged it to happen. We got a 10 finally. For accessories, unfortunately. So you just know when One Piece ends, we're going to get so many spin-offs by, like, different authors. With Oda's approval, obviously. You play FPS? Yeah, I play, not lately, to be fair. I played a bit of Valorant for a while. I played a bit of CS. I played Black Ops 6 this year, but didn't play a lot. But let's do these last 30 tickets, I think, and then we'll call it quits there. Make it 50 years is crazy. It's crazy. Hope we finally get a Dragon Ball anime back. Yeah. I don't, bro, honestly, I don't care much about Dragon Ball, but I would be interested in a Super 2. In all honesty. I'm there for the movies, though. I actually like the movies. Yeah, Alexis, Treasure Cruise was the reason why I'm playing Brave Souls. Treasure Cruise was like the first gacha game I ever downloaded. And then that eventually got me into Brave Souls. Haven't played in a few years though. Let me pull it up. Can I find it? Yeah. This is terrible. I was fat back then, by the way. Yeah, we uploaded a One Piece summon on my channel. 3 years ago. I quit after this. This was my one and only Treasure Cruise video, and I quit after this. I did like 20 steps, which I've never had to do before on Treasure Cruise to get Yamato, and it put a... Yeah, nah, terrible. So that was basically I essentially refunded and got transfer banned, and then my phone broke the next week. So yeah, I do keep up to date. I occasionally watch Tozuki's videos to see what the new units are. But other than that, nah, I'm not really too invested. Same with Bounty Rush. I played Bounty Rush. I actually wanted to make a channel and play it for content, but I got to the end game and I realized like how pay to win it is, and I didn't like it. I just didn't like getting one shot by like Shanks and Rogers and stuff. And it looks like all my investment that I put into my Gear 5 Luffy just made no difference. Personally, I didn't get super deep into it, but yeah. You tried Treasure Cruise 4 times? It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was really fun. Like second, third Annie when like Lucy came out and we started to get time skip units, that was so peak. It was really good. But then it kind of just became a bonus game. Like new characters come out, and this is why in a way I appreciate Brave Souls bonus system. Is that, but you know, if you're a bonus in Epic Raid, you're a bonus every time that Epic Raid comes back. They've been adding a lot more new bonus characters. Like you don't ever need to play with bonus characters too. Point event, you know, it's a bit more bonus focused to be fair. But like if you just pull 2 characters in a month, you know, they last you the whole month, right? But like, the way Treasure Cruise plays is that new batch that comes out, the content is specifically designed for that team. If you have that team, you don't even need to think about what you're going against. You just breeze through it. You get all the bonus points. If they do the blitz battles and stuff like that, you're ranking higher. If you don't have those characters, then you got to struggle. Then you got to use the old characters. You got to think about the team. Actually kind of, you know, think about the content you're playing against. But then like those really good characters that come out are only good for a month. And then after that, you got to use the next month's characters, essentially. So I didn't like the route it took. And it was just always focused on bonus characters. But before that, it was fun. I actually really liked it. But yeah, I also think, yeah, it's super hard to get into. Like, Brave Souls is, I think, quite easy to understand. It's a simple game. Very easy to understand. I mean, there's some elements that you might need to get, you know, brought up on, but you just go in and spam buttons, you know. I actually really liked the team building aspect in Treasure Cruise, but I think after 9 years of how complicated the content got, it just became a bit personally. I think I played Thousand Storm before it shut down, yeah. Character the Monster Gacha game, basically, yeah. They were doing good things too. Like they had the I don't know when it was. I think the time Roger came out, their rates went so insane. Like they were doing guaranteed reds like multi number 10 was a guaranteed red on each individual pull. That was crazy. I remember it was super hard back in the day to get a legend, a new one at that time. And that was in a way fine. After a certain point, it became like quite easy to get the legends, kind of. But yeah, Thousand Storm was like Brave Souls, yeah. The game shut down globally, I think, before JP, right? You played for a super unkillable character? Yeah, what character was that? Because I played for a bit. I had Gear 5. I thought Gear 5 was pretty fun. He was almost 6-star, but then I found out you get like a soul tree where you needed to have like other characters max duped, and I was like, oh, it's just a bit too much. But no, good on Bounty Rush for being like successful though. Like I remember when it first came out, you know, even if it's pay to win, that game was terrible on release. They went down for maintenance for like 6 months because it was that bad, and it came back and, you know, it got better over time. But yeah, no, it's a bit too much. Bit too much for me. That's why personally I love Brave Souls, and I'm liking in a way the direction that Soul Resonance could go down, because I prefer PvE gacha games. I don't like my gacha games having PvP focus, even if it does mean more money long term for the game itself. Like right now, Brave Souls has 2 PvP game modes, Arena and Brave Battles, and like you really don't need to play it that much. But like Bounty Rush, it was pretty much all just PvP. Legends was, they have PvE too, but PvP was the main part. Treasure Cruise, you know, in their defense, that's mainly a PvE game, a ranking system game, but mainly PvE. Their PvP is kind of whatever. I prefer it like that though. Arena's unpopular, true, which is probably for the best. But then again, the way Arena was designed, it's PvE VP, you know. I think the way they went about Arena was kind of smart. They just need to do more of it, and they can actually make it a good game mode. But likely, especially now, most people don't care about it. We don't need to focus on it. I think there's other parts of the game that need more focus. Just a new game mode in general will be better than maybe going back to Arena. But if they ever want to go back to Arena, I'm down for it. I think the game mode just needs a new modes. They set Arena up. If you go to like the help section for Arena, you know, they set it up to have different game modes, at least from the wording. Because the Arena itself is the place you go to, but the game mode you're playing is Score Battle. So they added like new game modes or like different stuff in that mode. It could have been actually really good. Right, this might be our last run. Bracelet ticket. Okay. We take those. So I got 100 Bracelet tickets in 100 runs, excluding the extra 400. That's pretty good. Let me run some Brave Battles real quick, though. If we're going to get droplets. So that's the thing, right? Again, adding a game mode like that so late into the game, like 6 years into the game, they were smart in a way to make it so disconnected. But in a way, too, you don't need to play Arena because it doesn't affect you in other parts of the game, if that makes sense. So, like, yeah, if they did add droplets, that would have been good. But then the whole point of Arena is, like, you don't want it to affect the other part, kind of. Well, that's why, like, your lane shot levels don't matter. Your bonus abilities don't matter. Like, a new player can literally play Arena day one and be on the same playing field as everyone else, depending on the character you're using. So they did some good things, but again, the macros, man, that's what killed it for me. The macros. I rarely came against modders. I know they exist though. I rarely came against them, and I played Arena more than most people, I would say, probably. Not nowadays, to be fair. I'm not sure how it looks now, but like just the macros, bro. They were just being your team, contributing to nothing, and I'm sitting there for 2 minutes losing. Let me do this. But yeah, I think the connections are more of a bigger issue for Arena. Glad you got my stream. You kind of caught at the end, though, DX. And we lost, unfortunately. Well, like I said, losing is not a bad deal. A bad thing in Brave Battles. You just take the L, move on. I think too many people focus on losing in this game mode. Like, it just happens. I'm about to get demoted, but I have enough tickets to chill on Lieutenant and Third Seat for, like, the next couple months. I haven't, like, played too much. Your defense, Meninia, I want that. I can't lie. Again, because if Meninia inflicts the confusion on Mila Rose, she ends up killing herself. Damn, did they get the boost? Okay, they might have debuffed us and boosted, because we did no damage there. Why do you have 355? I just don't play much Brave Hours anymore. It comes and goes. Like my will to play the game modes. You know, like I said, it comes and goes. Sometimes I'm super excited to play it. I play a lot. I spend on my tickets, and then sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'll skip out on this week and just collect tickets the next week. But I just try and stay around 30. I'm fine with that. I do maybe need to push a bit more, just to get. How did you get 355? I just want using tickets. This will just saved up. If you don't play Brave Battles for like 5 weeks, but you collect all your tickets, you eventually just stack them up. And then if you take it serious again, you can easily get into captain. Maybe even head captain. Probably not. I think head captain needs a couple thousand wins, I think. I'm not sure, but. We do need to get a tech character quick, though, to block asking. Because this composite, this team, it's weird when you're doing mirror matches. But yeah, Meninia do be holding it down. Unfortunately, not going too good. Oof. Maybe I need to change my bonus abilities. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just, if I lose, I lose. It's whatever. For the time being. I shouldn't be losing though, right? Why did I lose there? 3-5? Summer fixer. Full nads? Is that the strat? Full nads? That was not good. How did I lose that? Did I just get weakens? Maybe they debuffed. Or boost before me. There's no way I lost that, right? Start barrier? It might be that, you know. Yeah. What do my characters have? I think they have dodge and attack, right? They don't have pierce barrier. No, he does. I think he has it built in. He definitely doesn't. What's that meter rose? Star, there we go. That's one thing. In this meter rose meta, you got to keep in mind the start barrier. Because, yeah, she just won because of that. I didn't have start barrier or pierce barrier. I have attack and dodge. I think. Dodge and low stam. I think I have low stam. Yeah, low stam. So that lost me there. So I guess you got to keep that in mind. Full events teams. I kind of understand it. It's if you kill them fast enough, and Mila Rose uses a strong attack, she kills. So when she uses her SA3, it has like an AoE around her. If the Aaroniero or Askin were already activate their persistence, there's a chance that Mila Rose just kills with a strong attack while she's still fighting their Mila Rose or someone else. So it does kind of make sense. Is this full attack? DR. Because that's what this team is for. It's full attack. Can we kill fast enough, though? We'll see. I might have to start running Pierce Barrier, though, for those that are running Start Barrier. That's kind of worked, kind of. Again, because these persistence characters, they survive for 5 seconds anyway. You just want to make sure you get that persistence activated super quick. That way Mila Rose can just one-shot him. So in a way, yeah, Nad builds are kind of back. Kind of. I'm kind of blocking it, but... Alright, boy, fellas. Appreciate everyone coming to the stream. We streamed for 2 hours today. I'll upload the Before You Summon video regarding the upcoming rerun banner for Toshiro. It comes out tomorrow. We didn't speak about it in the stream. It's a very easy skip. If you don't have time to watch the video, we do break down the banner. But essentially, the TLDW is that skip because these characters are going to become fillers during 10th annie. It's not guaranteed, but this is the last time they're returning. If Owetsu and Tenjiro, who came out a month later, are already fillers, it's only a matter of time before these become fillers. The trend, at least for Yatsu's banner, 9th annie part 2, 8th annie part 2, sorry, they became fillers during 9th annie part 2. So these characters should be fillers in 9th annie part 2, 10th annie part 2. So, just not worth pulling, because they're about to become fillers. And as characters, if you care about guild quests, Soifon's still relevant. Toshiro's relevant right now, but he is very soon to get replaced. You can just tell. It's a matter of time. June mid-month, we're likely going to get a new Squad Zero Stun Rare, whatever his killer is. Misaki is still good, but she's now been replaced. Ishin's been replaced with GQ. Kiryo's bad. Senjimaru's a Link's farmer. Everyone does that, right? There's plenty of those. Sergeant's been replaced by Mila Rose. So really only like Soifon has like long-term value right now in this banner for Guild Quest content. Or just Brave Battles too, right? Sergeant's is gone. Yeah. And Toshiro, you can just tell he's going to get replaced soon. But mainly, the main thing is that these characters will become fillers in 10th annie, part 2. Yeah, Izuku and Ichigo are good links. They in a way, maybe have more value than like Kiryu and Senju. Unironically. Because, yeah, Kiryo's just bad. She's just terrible. And then Senju is, her value's been kind of lessened because Link's Trials is easy. You know, when Inheritance Trials was hard, or harder, her power was like, yo, that's really good for a Link's farmer. But now it's like, everyone can farm. You just go Link's Trials, a single player, and you can just use her. But she's a plus 10, right? Is she here? I think she's plus 10. Plus 5. Is she plus 5? Ah, okay. Well, she has all 3, though. So there's that. She's not bad for the single-player links of farming. With that said, we might stream tomorrow and finally update our tier list. I haven't updated since, like, November. So I'm probably going to make the graphics today. And then we'll stream tomorrow. Going over, you know, as a community in the stream. Try and make the best tier list we possibly can. Because mine right now is super outdated. But either way, appreciate that came out to the stream. Successful stream. If you are interested in joining my guilds, hopefully your top 1,000 guild quest scores, message me on Discord, Aaroniero. And I will respond to you in due time. Before the end of the week, hopefully. Either way. So yeah. I tried like switching it to the beat of the song.